9 times out of 10, the Mongols going to win that game. So I think that just puts them in a good standing. And now their second game against MIBR. I don't know. This is hard to call, but I'm going to go with Mongols. And I think they're going to win it around 13-9, Jason. I'm going to even give us...
Oh, you're sticking with it. You told me that like an hour ago. Yeah. Now you're sticking with the 13-9.
Yeah, I feel like the Mongols are just on some great form right now. They're in some real confident moods right now, and I love that. For
outside of the loss to ENCE.
Yeah, but we don't even talk about that.
We don't need to go there.
That needed to happen for the ENCE story in Finland.
Yeah, that's fair. If you're going to drop a heartbreaking match that you should never drop, it's better to have it happen then than now.
Exactly.
Mongols T side kicking things off. All 5 players towards the A bomb site, struggling into A main. Strutting is what I wanted to say.
Straddling, perhaps?
Straddling, yeah.
Well, they are doing that. Towards A main. And currently, it is Exit waiting over towards the default boxes.
Well, this stack towards the B bomb site for MIBR needs to be a little bit of aggressive, and they are doing it just now. They're going to miss the timing to react to the information. Oh, okay, Exit.
What?
Oh, no way. All 3 headshots. What a pistol round from Exit.
Yeah, that is huge. Just out of nowhere from default, delivers 3 headshots. Now, Mongols have to try and flip this back, and Blitz, he'll do that straight away. Through the elbow, drop, gone. Here comes the charge, though. MIBR right into Mazinho, and the little Mongolian monster's ready to go. That defuse being stuck, though. The kid on his back. Mazinho swings it, and Mazinho says no.
Bro, they really wanted to Exit. Exit gave them the round on a silver platter.
Look at his little dance.
Exit gave them the round on a silver platter. With these 3 kills right here, Gush immediately, great composure in this situation, but the retake beginning through that smoke, oh no, why did they want to hustle? With a kit, you can be patient.
Mazinho is one player in particular that I have loved watching his evolution.
Yeah, his glow up in Counter-Strike has been phenomenal.
It has been so fantastic to see. I think in Katowice we got to see him on the first outing this year, and he was overshadowed obviously by Donk as the young player in the tournament who went on to have one of the greatest performances ever. But he was a 17-year-old starting this year, and he has just gained confidence, and you can see the confidence not only just on the server, but off of the server. He just looks so much more comfortable, and that's been fantastic to see this year for the Mongols. In particular, Mazinho.
Especially when you consider having watched his first games and first tournaments within this lineup. Yeah, he looked lost. Yeah, he did. It was like, how do they find this guy?
Well, this is one where the Mongols have missed on the replacement.
Yeah, it's like, we know it's going to be tough for them to find Mongolian players, but this one, I don't know.
Yeah.
But he has really stepped up and evolved within this team to be a pretty strong piece for them. So 2-0 for the Mongols off Mazinho's recovery in the pistol. And the guns come out for MIBR CT side.
Yeah, we talked about the run of form for the Mongols. We'll talk about that streak and the teams that they have beaten since losing to ENCE. They beat Cloud9 2-0, they beat Fnatic 2-0, and they beat Imperial 2-1. They then beat T3 Max, Heroic, and then they went on to the Asian Armada where they beat Alter Ego Drillers, and now at the major Rare Atom. So they are on a streak, and they've beaten some decent teams on that run. Straight into middle, Blitz just today called him the best pound-for-pound fragging IGL in the world.
Okay. All right. That's a nice statement.
Certainly up there.
It's up there.
Exit in the donut. Smoke to fade away. He will fade away into the A bomb site. So on a timing, check A main for a push. Mazinho and 9-10 ready to go.
They have so much good space, though. If you're the Mongols, you're loving how this round has played out. 2 players in mid, you know it's completely clear. You haven't seen anything in donut. 2 players walk in A main. They'll respect that smoke for the time being, but all the pressure is MIBR to make a move. And once again, like the pistol round, they have to find information at the B bomb site with 3 players here. And the timing of the smoke is about to clear. So Mongols start making their move, and there ain't no peeks elsewhere. And that B aggression, they never turn the corner. They don't realize how clear it is. So MIBR is going to end up likely saving this round. Molotov towards Temple to prevent anyone from swinging out. Rotations starting to come in, hoping Exit can provide something. You do have a kit, but you've got 1 flashbang and 1 Molotov for this retake. And if you go for it and lose, it's back to pistols and an easy round. Yeah. So MIBR, they rotate over, but they back away quick.
It's also just the sheer number of Mongolians that you have to get through to get back into the bomb site, right?
Hordes, some would say.
Yeah. That D is really important. But yeah, they're going to all hide out in the donut, and that's going to be real difficult to get back into. So MIBR calling the save.
Yeah, nothing they can do here. Just off an opening kill, good positioning, good map control for the Mongols, and they put it to good use. Slow and patient. And they know the situation as well. They're going to be really focused up in the next round with MIBR saving all these M4s. But a good start on T-side Ancient.
Terrorists win.
I mean, we just seen it in the previous game with FlyQuest defeating Big. We know how strong good starts are in MR12, especially the best of ones, right? If you see MongolZ 3-0 up here, this save call doesn't pay off, and MIBR concede this round. Man, we're looking at MongolZ grabbing real control of Ancient early doors.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what they decide to go to from there, and obviously it depends on what they would manage to save. But they've got money in the bank due to the fact not having to replenish these M4s. They can replenish utility instead. 3 players again opening up at the B bomb site.
Blitz just going through his usual motions of applying pressure towards elbow, mulling out the ledge, climb up.
Exit has no support once again, and he's very committed on this boost.
Yes,
but Drop's getting the intel this time. They push all the way down, they turn the corner, and Exit's got to know it's coming towards him. And Sani's going to be here in time, but he can't get anything done.
Committed on the boost, and yeah, no kill. That's a big problem here for MIBR. And Sani still burning, and his vision severed off by the smoke, but he stays committed. He goes into the fight, into the swing. Double kill for Insani. Looking to flip this round back for MIBR. Boost is good, but no spot from 910.
Really good patience from Insani, but shout out to the B defenders who got the information at the perfect moment this time around. Insani just staying alive.
Dude,
Safe's head taken off. They know there's one more there still. He's burned out, but Temple lies in wait, and Lukowski finds a frag.
Yeah, answers the pros as Senzu goes down, trying to get back into this one. MIBR drop needed. A kill from Donut, but he does not pick up his chance. And Lukowski left on low HP, starts to slink his way through that CT smoke. Bomb plant in, 910 locked in, and he's got that kill to bring it up to 4 for the Mongols.
Yeah, the heroics at this bomb site from Exit in the pistol round and Insani with his double kill here, they go awry. 2 players playing that default box. When the first gets killed, it's not Insani, so they know there's a second player lying in wait. Really well managed after the difficulty caused with that double kill.
Again, a lot of these close rounds going the way of Mongols. We've seen that earlier with FlyQuest Big. There's a lot of parallels that I'm seeing at the moment where these close 1v1s or 2vx's early on in the half are going the opposite way, and this is allowing a great start for the T side. Fortunately, because of the save that MIBR had earlier, they have enough residual cash to get a buyout here.
And even an AWP on the hands of Safe. The red room smoke miss, but nobody from the Mongols actually heads out to get that kind of control. So Safe has information and he can slide back a little bit deeper into Donut. And Sani's going to stick around. So this time the B defense is a little bit weakened with only 2 players here. And this time as well, Mongols not grouped up. Playing a spread default, applying pressure, and starting to take control of Jaguar.
Yeah, Safe, good kill from Donut. That's going to be 910 off the top of Heaven. Mongols relocating their forces. They would have attacked for the B-bomb site instead. And it looks like MIBR have a good read of this because they're just sending Safe back with his AWP. The double commitment in towards Jag. Here comes the trade opportunity for Techno. Applying pressure to Drop in the corner, and Drop's going to hold on. And with that off rotated over, it's an easy kill onto the ramp play from Blitz. Bomb down, and now Mizinho must clutch on his own.
Kills are lovely, though. You know the money's really, really busted on the MIBR defensive side. 1 more frag would be awesome. 2 more would be special.
Likely spotted, realizes he needs to move forward. Molotov's good, actually severs off the AWP from his teammate for the time being, actually trying to fake the plant. Oh, Safe is burning! He's just burned away! And Mizinho now opens up a chance with the fire and the flames. There is life igniting into the Mongols.
He's got to take a risk somewhere.
And he wants to take the fight. Insani's shoulder spotted. Mizinho starts to back off. The flank up the ramp. The flank in behind. And it's Insani to drop him from long instead. A nice try from Mizinho. The damage was good. But then an opportunity. A Safe burns away. You think there's a chance for him to win it. But first round on the board finally here for MIBR.
AWP recovered as well. Yeah, Safe never thought the Molotov would spread quite like that.
Yeah.
Takes a little bit of damage and then it just chunks him down. But he had a beautiful round up until that point. 2 nice kills with the AWP, including the opening frag, and that sends a little bit of notice over to Mongols. That AWP being on the field of play can't just dry walk in towards angles. Safe is going to knock you down. Plenty of money for the Mongols T side. as they reinvest. Op in the hands of 910. Residual cash on Blitz as well.
Blitz going back to the elbow. There goes out the classic util. Not applying pressure, not looking to get out mid, at least on the first wave. They go again instead on reflashes, and Techno stops the aggression from Lukowski, working out drop. Involved in a fight at the bottom of the B ramp that doesn't go the way of MIBR. All of these opening fights are coming up to Mongols. A lot of brawling and a lot of battles, but the Mongols win every single one of them.
Yeah, well, look at the X's on the map. It's like no one had any kind of cohesion. They were trying to execute a crunch towards the B lane with the player coming out Jaguar and a player coming down B ramp, and they both just got into really awkward engagements. Some partially flashed, someone partially stuck in smoke, and it almost feels like the Mongols picked up the pace, but that was aggression from MIBR that allows these openings to all come out so quickly. Exit found in CT spawn. Bomb will be planted, and we look towards the money at this stage, because Mongols want to hunt down this last M4, and there is not a lot of cash to play with.
Exit doesn't know how deadly close Senzu is. Now he spotted him out. Exit moves into the open. Senzu low on HP and grabs that headshot. That is a great shot from Senzu. Survives just about when that grenade landed on his head, but a 5-1 scoreline. Just think how hard MIBR in the end had to fight for their first round victory, and this is the round that follows. It's just not good enough. Oh yeah. I think there's a case to be made that you could say Senzu and Insani are a good comparison in terms of firepower and ability and the ceiling that they can hit. I think Senzu has proven this year that his highs are extremely high, and I think that he is one of the players you look to for the future of Asian Counter-Strike.
Oh, sure. This whole team, though, has been impressive throughout the year at different moments. Blitz, we've seen some great games out of him. 910, we've seen some monster performances with the AWP. They've got a really, really cool team, and obviously handling the early stages of this map against MIBR very well. 5-1, MIBR have to drop down into a partial buy. Upgraded pistols and armor, MP9s. Enough to upend the round if you get a little luck going your way.
P250 is on 2 of 5-7 for Insani. And yeah, not pretty here for MIBR, but they leave some cash left over. 2 players in towards A main. Bomb holding elbow. And 2 outside of the B bomb site right now for the Mongols.
Exit's got to re-smoke to maintain this control of elbow if he wants it, but already looks like he's deciding to back off. No presence over at the B lane from MIBR. So they don't want to maintain the aggressive positions.
Here comes Mazinho. Into the open, safe to be taken down, and there wasn't really any expectations for safe to be able to hold on or even delay. 6-1 being teed right up here for the Mongols. They're going to drive that one home. Exit out a donut to the annihilator of Mazinho.
We got the A bomb site, guys.
Yep.
Come on
A
over.
is free.
The water's warm.
The water is full of blood.
All right, well, you took that to a dark place.
Yeah, it was kind of cool though, wasn't it?
It was a little
metal.
Yeah.
Well, recently I got to commentate the Mongols in a grand final, the one that they won versus Heroic. And that was pretty awesome, Jason, I have to say, because the Mongols walked out to the Mongolian rock band, The Who. And that was pretty sick.
That's pretty sweet.
That was awesome. And,
I like that.
Half of Mongolia turned up in the venue as well. There was an intimate venue in Berlin, and everyone there seemed to be Mongolian.
And I mean, they have been like the eternal underdog that everyone would love to see succeed. Yep. So I think they probably walked out to a lot of fanfare, I would imagine.
Oh, definitely.
It's tough to dislike this team.
And Techno's high school friend showed up as well. So
shout out to him.
Everyone was just there. So.
Yeah.
Pretty cool to see that, and that Mongols victory has given them a lot of confidence, and they're looking to try and increase this streak to 9 wins, because right now 6-1 up versus MIBR, not looking too bad.
A month down the road, it's still turning up all Mongolia. All right, Blitz is going to go through this. Insani, though, in the corner.
Oh.
A freebie when he pops out. Yep. A little trickery.
Didn't see that move, Blitz, did you?
No, a little trickery mixed in there. But all 4 players from the Mongols at this B bomb site, they're just pulling the trigger on this hit. Only 1 defender here. It's just Drop.
Well, let's see what Drop can do. They line up beautifully. A little bit of team kill action going down, and cannibalism not working out for the Mongols here. But
and no more utility.
Yeah, util for MIBR is slowing down this plant as well, and that smoke will start to fade away, revealing more opportunities for MIBR players to shut down the two remaining members of Mongols. So 9-10 takes the fight. He goes aggressive into the cave. MongolZ remove him, and Mazinho actually slipped away with a plant. Best case scenario out of that situation, and that's MIBR up to 2.
I think you've seen the idea and adaptations that I think MIBR is kind of honing in on as this half kind of extends a little bit longer. As Insani, especially in the last round at the 5-7 and exit with the MP9, this round as well, pushing into the smoke. They want to be aggressive on elbow. They don't want to give up that mid control to Mongols. They want to make sure they have control of elbow because that can help them slow down the B hits as well. So they're really prioritizing that sort of map control on the CT side to make sure the Mongols can't just exploit it.
Tactical timeout here for the Mongols. The first use so far. Pretty cool to see a crowd at this stage of the major.
It's a nice view as well.
It is.
These cameras in the back.
And the stage setup kind of reminds me of like a hot dog stand or something, you know? You're like a food truck. The way the door opens up.
It's true.
Serving up some Counter-Strike fresh for all the fans.
Some hardcore hydraulics. I've heard those little windows are very heavy.
Yeah. One time,
heavy.
I actually did an event back in like 2019 where we had a stage setup that was a train. It was a WePlay tournament. And the Gambit Youngsters team at the time, I think it was Axel, he fell down the gap between the train and was like, goodbye. So,
right.
Danger. Safe.
Sees the shadows, but is calling this a fake the whole time. Back towards mid we go. Good shot from Insani. Now Exit can play next. Has gone unspotted.
Nine10's going to creep ever closer into the waiting arms of Exit.
They have no clue. They have not even a thought. They have not even a thought of this position.
Oh, great shot from Techno. Insani had to trade it. And Senzu right back through that smoke. AWP picked up 2v3, but look at MongolZ. But that smoke, it doesn't matter. Safe. He's been holding here the whole time. And eventually gets his chance, and Mazinho walks right into him. And Senzu ain't going to clutch this one.
Needed that shot because with the pacing of Mazzino's wide swing, if he had missed that, he goes down, and all of a sudden you put MongolZ in a situation where he might have to get more aggressive than he wants to be. So Senzu left to clutch in a 1v3 with the off. He's got the first.
Well, there's the first step in the right direction, but jumping into the open, Safe had that angle covered, and the Brazilian operator to take him down and give a third round to MIBR. Given how strong the start was, though, for the Mongols, it is starting to fizzle out. MIBR getting into it now.
Yeah, they have a new task now in this half because they've been playing most of this with momentum, most of this from the front, mostly with the economic advantage, strategic advantage of pulling MIBR around the map. Well, these 2 rounds in a row, MIBR has just kind of stabilized it. So now if you're the Mongols, if you want to add more rounds on the board, you've got to overcome them. You've got to stop them building momentum and see how many more you can scrape together. It's already a good half for the Mongols. They're going to be pleased with this. But 3 chances to add more rounds onto the scoreboard at the major. You want to capitalize on that.
Goes the peak. A great shot from 910. It's safe to fall down. And MIBR handed out a deficit to work with. And a lot of time to play 5v4 for the T side of the Mongols. But
a lot of smokes utilized. There's 6 smokes on the map right now.
They may have a lot of time, Jason, but they haven't got a whole lot of control across the map, right? So they are somewhat limited by the fact that they could have conceded map control elsewhere.
Well, MIBR, I mean, you have that angle from Exit over towards middle and Donuts, so he knows they haven't taken complete control to challenge towards Red Room or Donuts. So that's the one thing making this defense feel comfort is the fact that he's got eyes on that cross, and the Mongols haven't forced it back in any way.
See that flash thrown out. See one from West Melon during the Asian RMRs.
And because of that mid player, it's going to allow Insani to rotate over. He's peeking a peek down mid, saying it is in fact clear. Good spam from Techno, sliding with the Galil. 40 seconds.
Now drops it in the cubby. What can you do about that? Mazinho just blinds him, and the follow-up from Mazinho is even better.
He's got 16 kills.
Dude, it's just so good right now. It's crazy to see Mazinho at this level.
It's always fun when you get like a quad kill like you did in the pistol round and you're just like, oh, this shit's working today. It's hitting. Mouse feels good. PC feels good. We gaming.
And you see his little dance as well. You know he's the deadly Mongolian monster. Mazinho is here to play. Exit left. Nothing he can do apart from try and save this M4, but he's not even likely to get away with it. He's even fumbled the utility as well. Oh no. Goodbye. Good night.
How many are you going to take down with you? That's all you got.
He's got one, and that's it. So Senzu sharp to the headshot.
Bro, Messino's nuts today.
He's got no bubble gum though, Jason. He's just kicking ass.
This is a little bit dirty from Techno, that slide, but man, Messino just does not care about anything.
There is something just brilliant about the Mongols, because they're great at Counter-Strike, sure, but they have such a timid outlook. You know, when you look at this team, you just see them as like a timid bunch of young players. And then when they do sort of interact with the community in any way, as they make social media posts or whatever, it's always just the most baller stuff. Like,
I know.
I think it's just the juxtaposition in their appearance versus how they really are.
They've come a long way from getting called noobs by Cadian.
Yeah, they have.
But I think too,
now he's here. Now he's at the major.
I think most of it is just they've just gotten comfortable in these kind of environments, right? I mean, they've been around it a little bit more. It's got to be a shocking thing coming out of Mongolia, going to these massive events, cameras shoved in your face, everyone trying to talk to you.
Everyone, please speak English. Say something in English. Yeah.
Now they've gotten a little bit more comfortable with it, and you start to see some of the personality.
And they won a few tournaments now as well, which certainly helps. And I think the best part was, in Cologne, one of my favorite clips of the Mongols was when Messino just started screaming at his opponents and then immediately shied away, laughed to his teammates and said, it's kind of fun shouting, isn't it?
Yeah, he's having a good time. Shout out to MIBR, though, in this round. They've read it perfectly. They got everyone in the right place. They got to stop this mid-aggression from 9-10 and Blitz. Otherwise, you have the AWP in Safe's hands, ready to defend the A bomb site, which looks like the final play of the Mongols.
Oh, Shadow spotted on the edge of the wall and exit. He's done well. Safe's off, chimed in at Donut. Another shot set up by Distraction. And the fact that the AWP was positioned over here. Oh, God. Another player burning away to the Molotov of Messino. This time it's Insani. And this time Mongols will fight forward. This grenade's going to blast open that smoke. And CT drop cleared out. 9-10 to drop him. And MIBR were in a position where they had an advantage. They still have, thanks to that peek out of the temple from MongolZ.
That's a beautiful shot because 9-10 wanted to wrap around behind them. He wanted to wrap around behind Temple. Only 10 seconds. He's got to make his move right now.
And he can.
He can't win this.
He can start planning, but they're just going to push him, and that's the round done. So MongolZ actually takes 9-10 down before the time ends, which is fortunate because he only had $3,950 in the bank. So 7-4, that's a big round for MIBR to win. It didn't look like it was likely.
It's a huge read, obviously, getting the AWP in the right position. That Molotov missing its mark, or else he can't stand here behind the flames and take these pop shots. They still almost recover it. But the 5-7 protecting the AWP works absolutely perfect. Fourth round, one final round to play in this opening half. And it's over towards the B bomb site. Mongols gonna stay grouped up. All 5 players headed here.
Util flies over the top, and Messino on his march. Pushes his way in towards the bomb site, yet to be detected, and yet to spot anybody from MIBR. Senzu leaping around the corner. Drop holds on. Safe has got another one, and the list of defense holds for the first 2 kills. But that plant is coming in as Mongols look to secure themselves in 8th round. But MIBR have an advantage coming into this retake. Well, it's gone as Techno turns around at the perfect timing.
Seems like he knows MongolZ's here.
He's got him pinned up on that box. Techno goes into the fight though, and MongolZ, it's a comfortable duel for him. And a second to push the Brazilians towards 5. Blitz left with a deagle. Doesn't want to play with that UMP. And so MIBR smoke him out. And in a position now for a 5th round win, stuck on the defuse. So Insani's going to hold it. The Brazilians have 5. And some resilience in that first half from MIBR to weather the storm.
It really is. And collecting 4 of the last 5 rounds as well has got to feel good. It felt like they were hanging on by their fingertips for most of that opening half, but they've got what they've needed to kind of return the favor and see what they can put together on their T side. Lovely start from the Mongols that started to fade away. And now if you're MIBR, you're like, okay, well, we can avoid Messino.
Yeah, we can just cool him down, ice him out, but then you got to deal with maybe someone else.
Well, this is where the CT side, you'd hope 9-10's AWP, if you're the Mongols, is going to be fired up and ready to go. Blitz has also had some stellar performances here on Ancient. Once again, I think there's just a couple pieces of misutility in these past few rounds. The Molotov towards Temple that allowed Safe to get a double kill with the AWP. This one, That smoke towards long, I think it might have been extinguished by a Molotov a little bit early on its bounce, so it didn't clear the corner, it didn't cover the corner, which allows drop to go 1 for 1. All of that counts at the end of the day. 17-7 for Mazzino, ending the first half.
The first round of the game started with Exa getting a triple kill on the pistol, and still unable to turn that into an MIBR victory. You need to stop the Mongols from taking both pistol round wins here on Ancient. And MIBR going quick over towards B. The defense on this side of the map is Techno and Senzu. And it goes quiet. Just for the time being. As Safe has the long smoke ready to deploy, he'll have follow-up flashes, exit, molly and smoke combo. A full execution into the B bomb site. And one that Techno needs to begin unraveling as they come towards him in Senzu.
That's an awkward fight.
Flash forces him behind the smoke, so it's Techno that goes into the open, dodges the initial flashes. The Jewel Beretta's unleashed, and a team kill in the mix again. Techno has to get back to safety because he's out of bullets. Insani still in the cave, held back by Blitz, and this defense is starting to crumble a little bit with that headshot from Insani. There's an opening, but 9-10 and Techno combine to stop them getting through the ramp. Insani has nowhere to go, and all of his teammates are gone.
I think everyone from MIBR got intimidated by those dualies. Techno is just standing tall, the front of that defense, just keeping them at bay, holding them back, buying time for rotations. You got to give credit. A good support flash as well to activate him for the first kill. And Insani left in a 1v3. But 4 guns on the other side. He handles the first 2, not Mazzino.
Both pistol rounds won by the Mongols. And it's Mazzino, but mainly Techno in this pistol. Then steps out with the Jewel Beretta, stops them as they come up the ramp. You're gonna see it again. Techno wasn't affected by the flashbangs that were thrown over because he was behind the pillar. So he was able to swing into the open. Obviously a team kill going down as well. Safe taking his own teammate out of play. Makes it a little easier for them.
I mean, all the forces coming up B ramp, but only one coming in cave from Insani was just like, there's no one who could step up and find a good fight against those dualies. Nice job from Techno.
No bomb plant either, so that means you don't get the opportunity to go for a great force buy.
It's not the greatest situation to be in if you're MIBR.
Nuh-uh.
I'll be honest with you.
So the Mongols, their idea should be just limit the casualties here. Make as much money as you can without dropping anybody. And Sense is pushed all the way down to the bottom of the B ramp. So if they come through the double doors, he's ready to go. He's not alone. He's got Techno taking contact out from cave. So very comfortable setup here for the Mongols. Really shouldn't have too many issues in terms of dealing with MIBR. And a 9-5 scoreline being queued up.
It's one of those fun opening days of these Swiss systems where we've just got tons of Counter-Strike being played all day long. Over on the mainstream, we've got Complexity taking on Passion.
The story of the RMRs, and perhaps with the potential to be the story of the Major against Complexity.
Well, they've been burying a few teams in rough places throughout the RMRs, as you mentioned. They have a chance to do it against Complexity.
Well, they're on a comfortable map for them as well. Anubis, that's a map that we've seen Passion get some of their best work done in the EU RMR.
Ooh, Techno. Nice shooting.
Oh, they all line up.
Ooh,
finally,
okay.
Lucazi right at the end survives on 7 HP.
Oh, that
There's an M4 down. Can you get to it?
No, there's no time for that. Oh, he's got it.
You got it.
Dang.
Just about.
Sprinting.
Yeah. You underestimate their speed.
I did underestimate their speed.
I think you may be. Oh, yeah, I think the freeze time felt a little longer as well.
It did. I think maybe it is in the majors. 9-5. 4-round lead in the favor of the Mongols. But the guns are coming out for MIBR. AK-47s, utility, it's all there. Let's see if they can keep this close or if a comeback is going to be required.
Well, Blitz handles business at elbow on the T side. His job is also holding mid on the CT side. Now Flash goes into the open. Fantastic flashbang to blind Insani. Unfortunately, Insani wasn't alone. He had his friend Exit who came out to land the hand.
Mazzino, I know you're having a good game, my man, but that MP9, that kind
They've
of a
got
fight,
rifles? I will fight them with my MP9.
That is, maybe back off a little bit.
Not the idea.
A lot of damage dealt to the Mongols. A lot of utility been used by the Mongols with 1 minute and 15 seconds on the clock. And a lot of map control for MIBR.
Here comes the push from Mazinho. And that MP9 will work in that kind of close quarters combat. Exit making sure that he trades, but there's a lot of Mongolian players around that corner, and he doesn't want to commit to it.
I respect the hell out of that play. That's kind of cool. Go get aggressive, clear him out, get some information. Unfortunately, they've shifted to the other side of the map past that. It's the B bomb site that's going to be aggressed upon. Senzu's shifting over now, but unless he's got some kind of Herculean massive effort to give, which he does not.
Damn, that couldn't have been more clean.
I tried to build it up for him. I tried to give him his moment.
Boom. Insta-killed.
Don't go for this, guys. 22 HP on 910. You do have a kit. Don't have any flashes or smokes. They want to give it a test.
Why? Why?
You can buy in the next round if you back away. All right, there we go.
I think it's now clocked. Okay, well, no opportunity was presented. There was no massive mistake from MIBR, and so the only option is to save. 6 rounds now for the Brazilians. Not bad at all. Exit does most of the heavy lifting, in fact, in those mid-fights. Insani looked like he was going to go down because Blitz's flash came out of the cubby at the perfect time. Insani was completely blinded by it.
I think Blitz will be a little frustrated with that fight he decided to take. The crouch, the commit to the sprays. He's jumping away instead of just a jiggle. But good call from Exit. I mean, playing anti-flash, ready for that kind of a peek, and saves his teammate.
And they also got the trade as well, Mazinho. That was actually a great shot from Safe.
Yep. It's a nasty little angle. I feel like you always feel like you have the advantage as the CT in that fight when you're holding that angle, and you just always get beamed.
Yeah.
That's like one of those little sneaky ones.
Because you both know that you're going to have to take that fight.
Right. That AK is just brutal in that engagement. Molotov down, they're going to step in front of it.
Well, Blitz only has a CZ, so he's gone. But Mazinho still on a heater.
Yeah. That's a huge trade to grab for Mazinho. Smoke is down over the top of the boxes. Techno gonna back away, flash up into the sky. Lukowski's gotta back off angle, and Techno delivers. And Safe is getting pulled into the engagement as well. He's dinked down, and he's the last one left to be flanked out. 10-6, the Mongols win a round.
Yeah, with the way Techno held onto that bomb site, the first shot is so clean towards the ramp. Gets back into the cubby.
It's thankful. He's got to be thanking his lucky stars he saw that head over the top of the box, because if he kept pushing down there, they're going to swing wide on him. You got 2 players coming at you. Found that kill with the ability to fall back into safety and lure Lukowski and Safe into the engagement.
Well, also break the money of MIBR, who now have to take a timeout and have their coach, Knack, get on the microphone. Now, Knack, 37 years old. And quite a long career, a lot of teams that he's played in, Jason. 37 years old, that is old.
Yeah, you have to be on a lot of teams when you're 37 years old.
Yeah, he plays for Red Reserve.
Red Reserve.
Sharks.
Sure.
Red Canids.
I like Sharks.
And Daytona.
Oh, I like the 500?
Yeah, I guess, the Daytona 500.
Yeah.
But yeah, there you go, 37 years old, Jason. That's a great age, wouldn't you say?
Some would say it's the best age. It's the new 25.
The new 25. So that means the new 20. The 25 is the new what? 7 years old. Not 7 years to 9 years old.
Doesn't exactly work like that, but yeah.
Okay. All right, 10-6 scoreline is the Mongols should be taking 11.
Hero AK on Lukowski. Can't get anything done with it. Good shot from 910 with the op. Yeah, that's not the fight he wanted. He was not hoping for an AWP to be peeking at that angle. And that AK-47 passes to Insani, the next player with armor.
Just thinking about something, Jason. I think the MIBR brand might be older than the majority of the Mongols players.
Probably is, yeah. I think that came around, I want to say, back in 2003?
Yeah, so it would be older by a number of years.
Yeah.
That's sad.
It's kind of cool. We're very fortunate in Counter-Strike to be able to say things like that.
That is true. Techno waiting inside of the cave. Blitz alongside of him. And MIBR now slipping their way into middle. Look who's waiting to defend them, though. In the donut, it's Mizinho, and blitz out towards red. But Mizinho's gone, and suddenly Insani's AK-47 has opened up an opportunity that MIBR did not anticipate. Senzu moves into position at A main. Blitz rotates away from red. He gets back to C team time, but can the in-game leader deliver more than one? Senzu with a distraction set up. Blitz gets another one, and Techno's now arrived. Exit alone, and he didn't take it. He didn't take his chance, but eventually he's got it. And was that a miss smoke from? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
that was a miss smoke.
That was indeed a miss smoke.
A cloud in the sky.
I gotta say though, I love that play from Blitz, getting that kill, sliding into the bomb site, tucking himself down, he knows they're coming into his position, but he knows his teammate over in A main has got a great crossfire to take some attention away from him, alleviate some of the pressure, and just plays it perfectly, not individual, plays it with his teammate. They turn to look at Senzu and Blitz pounces, and it could have been cleaner. He could have gotten a double kill out of it, but he makes sure the round is secured for his teammates at the very least. No danger in that scenario of MIBR overrunning the bomb site. (11-6).
Some people's favorite scoreline, presumably. Drop's gonna make his way out heaven. Insani and Exit alongside of him. They've got mid-control to work with.
It's the new 14-10.
Yeah, it is. That's what they always say. Not a whole lot of mid-control on the T side for the Mongols, but much more focus here for MIBR, and you can see why, because Insani's got a double in the donut. And MIBR have an advantage to work with 1 minute 7 seconds left on the clock. Techno's hearing a lot of presence outside of Cave, but needs the fight to go his way. Eventually, Drop walks over the Jag and bitten down on by Techno. 3 action, 9-10. Should catch the bomb carrier. Oh, damage done to save, but not enough to bring him down.
Yeah, but I mean, they just shifted back to the B bomb site, and now they're smoked off, and now they know there's an op there. It'll slow down, and good shot from 9-10, well aware, and the flank is coming in ever closer. And Blitz, he'll hear them running. He'll hear them running if they go past T-spawn.
Can hear it now.
And they're just going to stop. It's a save. The HP of Safe and Insani is nothing special, and they want nothing to do with this fight. So the Mongols get to 12. They've got 6 chances to close this out and go 2-0 on the day.
And for MIBR, it is not looking very likely that they will have enough resistance in the next round. I mean, their buy is going to suck. So it really is getting to that point.
You're not wrong.
This is the best chance now for the Mongols to just take it cleanly and get a 13-6 win.
Yeah, exactly right. A lot of resistance provided in Donut this round, though, and Insani comes out on top of both of those, but there's no more progression elsewhere on the map.
Yeah, frustratingly, I think there was a lot of rounds in this game for MIBR where they would get themselves into a good position. One player would step up, whether it be Exit or Insani. They would get a multi-kill that would never actually turn into the round victory, and I think there was just too many of those rounds throughout this game. The pistol round, obviously, in the first half was a great example. But later on, there was moments where Insani would get a double kill, get them into a favorable position, but it would still be flipped back in favor of Mongols. It's never easy when you lose both pistol rounds, Jason, especially in the best of one.
Well, I mean, I think that pistol round highlight and kind of what you mentioned, capitalizing on those good positions, losing that first one in the fashion that they did kind of sets the tone for the game. It obviously gave Mizinho a lot of confidence today to just rack up frags throughout the first half and second half now. And obviously, it kind of starts your game off in a really bad vibe. 20 kills on Mizinho. 4 of those in the first half pistol, and he hasn't stopped since then.
Out mid they go. Lacalcian leading the charge, and the MAC-10 eventually gets blasted away. But here comes the A play. MIBR throwing everything they've got, and Mizinho caught by a flash. Didn't realize he wasn't behind cover, and so therefore goes down to Exit and opens up a chance for MIBR to fight on. They try and get their way into the A site, but look how quick the rotations are for the Mongolians. They've charged their way back over to this A bomb site, and now it's just Insani. And if there's any hope, it would be on the shoulders of this young man. Insani waits behind the big box. It would take something unbelievable. It would take something beyond special for Insani to pull this off, and it is not going to happen. Today, it's all about who's made in Mongolia. As the Mongolians take the opening win, Mongols take down MIBR, and they now go 2-0 up on the opening day of the major.
Really nice game from the Mongols. I mean, yeah, we've said a lot about Mizinho. We can just say it again. He was a dominant